Hi, this video is to introduce Autonomic and how Autonomic can be used to test and validate new features and functionalities coming out of name blind recruitment for Oracle Recruiting Cloud. Autonomic is a cloud platform that enables products and IT teams to extensively test, release, and deploy software using deep learning and AI algorithms. Autonomic defect changes enables self-healing for test assets and provides advanced diagnostics. Autonomic converts conversational English into simple test scripts using the powers of AI and machine learning within minutes. Over a period of few years, we have developed a number of Oracle application assets covering Oracle ERP Cloud, for instance, Finance Accounts Payable, HCM 20D, and some of the previous releases of Oracle ERP and HCM application. In this video, we can witness all the different assets that we have for name blind recruitment, covering job requisitions, job applications, candidate header, candidate details, candidate activity, candidate attachments, moving a candidate, and collect feedback. So let's take a look at an example for collect feedback. And this functionality is basically collecting feedback for candidates and applicants. The script starts with logging in. All the logging in routine covers opening a URL, entering user ID and password, clicking on sign in, verify that home button is on the screen. So this is a verification point. And as you can see, the platform basically captures screenshots. And the importance of screenshot is especially when customers have an audit happening to do a QA on the testing and validation that's occurred. As an example, here we are seeing that it says click on my team, which is a very English and conversational English. Basically, the script goes and looks for my team, and as you can see, a green highlight around it, it clicks on that. And the next step is to click on hiring, and it goes and looks for hiring object on the screen, and it clicks. So basically, it emulates what a normal manual tester would do, and does all the interactions with the UI. And in this instance, it's clicking on hiring. Once it has clicked on hiring, it then goes and looks for a job requisition. In this instance, is chief digital information, and it goes and looks for that particular keyword, and then it clicks on chief digital information officer. As you can see on the screen, it clicks and then it looks for the active applications. And in this instance, the active applications is active, and then the prospects is disabled. And this is one of the features of name blind recruitment, where the job applicants have to have the URL enabled and the prospects is disabled. And that's what is the objective of this test step. Once it clicks on the application, it moves into the job applications detail page, where as you can see, all the names have been masked. And this is another core feature of name blind, where the name has to be masked in the case of a SIFT application. Whereas if it's an interview and selection process, the name has to be displayed. And in this case, Jones Henry has been displayed, and in the SIFT case, the name has been masked, which is a core functionality. And the next case is you can see it's an offer stage, and there the recruiter can see the name of the person. The next step is to click on the actions button, which it does in this step, and followed by menu drop of collect feedback. It clicks on collect feedback. It goes into the next page and validates that the name again has been masked and there's no picture against that name. In normal instance, there would have been a picture and the name would have been displayed, but as a result of name blind recruitment feature, the name has been masked, and the autonomic platform verifies that the name has been masked by way of looking at the asterisk on the screen, and also ensures there's no picture. So by this way, it can validate that the functionality is working as per requirement. The next step in the process of testing is to go and look at the notifications. Here it navigates to a notifications page, and as you can see on the screen, it's got all these notifications which are currently available. And you can see in this particular instance, it looks for complete the interview questionnaire, interview feedback for candidate 1404. So here again, the candidate the name is being masked, and that's what Autonomic verifies to ensure that the name is being masked and only a code number is being displayed. And it goes and verifies that, and if it finds a success, it uh, passes it with a tick as a success. If it were to be a failure, this would have been a failure with a red cross, and in this instance it's a pass. And it moves to the next screen, and it clicks on the notification, and here it verifies again in the content that the name of the candidate again has been masked. As you can see, it says candidate 1404, and it ensures that the candidate name is 1404 as opposed to a name. The next step in the process is to click on submit feedback. It clicks on submit feedback, and then the next step is to ensure again that the name has been masked. And as you can see here, the name has a few asterisks followed by the name and the word name rather, and it ensures that that's what is happening on the screen. If not, it would have flagged as a cross and as a failure. And in this instance, it's a success. And then it moves ahead with the test script. Verifies that there is an attachment and so on. So as you can see, the autonomic platform does a lot of verification without any coding involved. It's conversational English. Another example I would like to bring is the candidate activity, and we look at the candidate activity test script. And as you can see on the screen, it's exactly like the previous candidate feedback script where it's got a routine of logging in. So it logs in, it brings up the URL, signs in, navigates through My Team page, clicks on hiring, and then finally navigates into the name blind feature functionality. It goes into the Chief Digital Information Officer again for the requisition, and then it navigates through, and in here, the main objective of this test case is to ensure certain features are not enabled as a result of name blind recruitment feature for this requisition. So let's look at one example. So here's looking to ensure that the word activity is not available, or the feature on the left menu is not available. In other instances, it would have been available, but for a name blind recruitment feature, it ensures that the activity is not available, and then it moves on to ensure that progress is not shown on the screen, and then interactions is not on the page. If it were to be on the page, it would have marked this as a failure, but in this instance, it is a success because it's not there on the screen. And then moving along, it looks for interviews, and it's not there on the screen, which is good. It looks for screening, which is not there on the screen, which is good. Extra info and so on. So in other instances, it would have been here on the left. And the other things that it looks for is the verify extra info is not on the page, and LinkedIn is not on the page, and then it finally goes into sign out. So that test script is complete. So to summarize, Autonomic's pre-built validation scripts can be used for name blind functionality to bring down testing and validation time significantly and thereby reducing risk. Thank you for listening.